Well, hello, Coffee Time friends. How y'all doing? We're getting ready to cook. Y'all are sitting in Mama's chair for the moment because we're going to go over to the stove and cook, and I got to do everything with two hands. I can't just be doing it one-handed tonight. I'm going to do the first thing first, and I'm going to thank whoever sent me these bottles, and I do have your name in here. Let me pull it out. That's not it. And I can't wait to try these. It says, hi, John and Mama. I hope this mixture works for your olive oil. I bought two. I was going to send and tried them, and neither missed, only spray like the one John has. We enjoy watching you every evening. Blessings to you from Kelly Benoit. B-E-N-O-I-T. Kelly, I probably just messed up your last name, but we thank you. And this is glass. I believe this one's going to be a winner. I think it's got 2 or 3 settings, and right there it shows a mister. I can't wait to get it washed up and put the oil in it. Mama picked it up yesterday, wasn't it? So that, Kelly, thank you so much for that one. Lo and behold, I got to know, and I'm going to tell you a funny story about this. So I had picked out 2 more of these silly bottles to see if I could find a good one, and then you all recommended one, so I canceled it, or I just didn't order it on Amazon. So when Mama got these, she said, did you order 2 bottles? And I said, I didn't think I did. I thought I canceled it because I don't know if they're working better than the one I got. She said, well, here they are. And I said, I have lost my mind because I've ordered them. And I said, how else would we have gotten them? And Mama said, I don't know. Well, when I got in here, they had these gift cards. And I'm like, somebody got them for us. Thank you. That is too kind. Too kind. So this one comes from... Well, this one don't have a name on it, folks.
I thought you read a name. There another paper in there?
Sending, you can, no, it just says you can send one.
Did you get it out of here? Is this the one?
Oh, there's another one. Mama's right. A gift for you. Enjoy your gift, John. This is what I have. And it works for me. I hope it's what you're looking for. Sharon Burke. I remember Sharon Burke sending it now. Sharon, I can't wait to try this one. I think it's going to work too, but I need to. So y'all hit it on the nail on the head. I need one for avocado and I need one for olive oil because sometimes I want the olive oil flavor and sometimes I just want the avocado. And see, it's got this little cleaner in it and it's got 2 more little nozzles. So Sharon Burke, thank you. And we will be trying these, and you'll be seeing us, and you'll say, that's finally the one that worked. We're tired of hearing him whine about that bottle. But I'm telling you, folks, I bought 3 bottles. And they all just squirt like a water gun. I don't need that. I'm going to put these back over here now. I can remember which is which now. And look, it even comes with a cleaning brush. Sharon, thank you. Kathy, thank you. Thank y'all very much. We appreciate it. So tonight we're going to make pork chops. That's the reason I'm taking over to the big stove. Pork chops and brown gravy. But not just some old brown gravy that I just came up with. This is a KFC Copycat. I think I've shown y'all before. Let me give you the instructions. Here's the rules on the Copycat KFC brown gravy. And I don't really make any changes to this, believe it or not. It's 1 chicken cube bouillon, 1 beef cube bouillon. Got it. 2 1/4 cups of boiling water. Got it. Coming out of the microwave. And what you're going to do is you're going to drop your bouillon in that boiling water and stir it up. That's it. 4 tablespoons of butter, real butter, and 4 tablespoons of flour. And we use self-rising white lily flour. A 1/2 teaspoon of onion powder. And 1/4 teaspoon of finely ground black pepper. And salt and pepper to taste. Then I put a note out here that says you may not need any with the bouillon. Okay? So we're going to fry the pork chops first. And Mama's going to do that for you. And then I'm going to come behind her and I'm going to make gravy. I am going to put a little bit of mushrooms in. I don't think Mama will mind that little bit. And I'll try to divide it out to where she don't have to have any if she don't want them. But here's the little bouillons. And these are our little bouillons that I get from the Amish when we go there. Now this... it's the last of my beef. I'm through with the beef now. I gotta have more, Mama. We're gonna have to go back there.
I'm going in June.
Mama's going in
Amish
June.
Country, where whether we get to stop at a store.
Well, you just go wherever they got the bouillon.
Yeah.
If not, I like better than bouillon in the jars, and I'm out of it. So that's where we are with that. I'm going to open these up because Mama's going to want to put them in that water in a second. So you all bear with us. I know this is a different angle. If you're just joining us, I've got you on the big tripod. Back in the day, this is where we filmed all of them. So some of y'all are going, I remember this angle. So that's the reason we're a little different. And I'm going to move you over to the big stove, but I got to have my hands. Most of the time when I take you over to the big stove, it's because Mama's cooking. And I can hold it with one hand with no problem. So here's the beef bouillon. I've just opened it, and I'm just going to drop him in there. See how dark and rich, and it's like a big old chunk of chocolate. And it goes, and it's already breaking up. Yes, you put chicken and beef in KFC gravy in the Copycat version. Now, I don't hold any rights to this. I don't know if Facebook will get mad for me calling it KFC gravy, but that's what the recipe was that I got. And this is the chicken, and in it goes. So I just put them both in this boiling water. You see here, there it is, and they're already breaking apart. By the time I get ready to use those, they will have broken apart. We can slide that over there. Now, I started here. Now, I'm going to use, this is just not even a whole box. This is a half a box of stuffing. We use the other half for a topper. We may need more if we do. I got another box here, and I'll add a little bit of another half a box. Just go with it. Anyway, so this is what I'm going to use, stovetop stuffing. But I'm wanting to upscale it just a minute. I just want to upscale it just a little bit. So in here, you can see I didn't even cut it. I just broke up some celery and put some already chopped onion in there. And this is going to be 2 ribs of celery. And I'm going to put that in the microwave with 3/4 cup of water and butter. And let it melt, just like I would if I was making homemade. And this is just a little mini chopper. I love to use it for quick things. And a lot of times I just chop stuff up, and y'all ask me, why don't you use the chopper? Because a lot of times I just grab the knife and get to chopping. But I want these to be really fine. And I don't want to be all night. So every time I pull this string, it's 12 knife chops. You can already tell it's so loose that it's just barely spinning in there, because that means everything's chopped good. And see there it is. See there it is. So I'm going to just beat this out here on the board where I would have spent 20 minutes cutting it. So now it's just going to hold it. It'll feel like it's still, that'll give the chore board something to do. We don't want it to feel like, you ain't going to be able to get all that out, John. You better go ahead and get your spatula and just clean it out the right way. Because you don't want to leave that onion and celery in there. So I'm just going to clean this out. I know this ain't the best angle for y'all to see. I talk to y'all about angles all the time. I know it's difficult, but I want y'all to be able to see. And I'm getting ready to take you over there, or we wouldn't have you up here on this pole. Sorry. Apologies all around. And Mama says, you better get it moved because I'm getting ready to come over and sit. You're in her seat. You all have got Mama's point of view tonight. Ain't that right, Mama?
Yeah, I think y'all can place.
Mama's mad at you. It's every one of you.
Oh, I don't think so.
Mama wouldn't get mad at you anyway. She just ain't like that. Now, I may have too much here for a half a box. This will be about enough for a whole box. So what I'll do is I will break this up, and we won't put all that in there because I believe that would be too much for a half a box, don't y'all? Now I'm going to check my bouillon here and get it stirred up. And I'm going to use that same celery and onion. It ain't going to hurt it. And I'm just going to make sure my bouillon's breaking up. It is. Look here. They say that's the secret to the good gravy, is mixing both of the beef and the chicken. So that's going to be ready to go. Now I have made this many times. My mama, believe it or not, is picky. And she says, Mama, you ain't been on here tonight. You better get up here. They'll think you're not the real mama. Are you the real mama? Will the real mama stand up?
She's standing.
They say that she's picky. Somebody started that rumor years ago. And Mama, tell them about this here gravy.
Well, I can't get out.
You can come right here, Mama. You can stand right there. You can have that whole
little corner.
That's you, Mama.
Yeah, that's me.
So tell us,
Tell
what
us.
is this gravy good or not?
Yes, it's real good. I
real
like it. Yeah.
And does it taste like
A
some
whole lot like
chicken
it.
place that we
I
don't
love
own the
the
rights to?
I love the gravy. Though.
And I make this for you, don't I?
Uh-huh.
It's part of your Mother's Day weekend.
Oh, wow.
So there you go.
What's
Mama.
Mother's Day dinner going to be like?
Whatever you ask for, Mama. What would you like?
Oh, I don't know. I'll have to concentrate on
You
it.
got 24 hours to decide.
24 hours.
Well, tonight and tomorrow. Or you better decide before then, because I'll have to get what you want. Are you wanting roast or
I might want roast and
mashed potatoes?
yeah.
You're gonna have mashed potatoes tonight.
I don't care. I can have them every night.
You want mashed potatoes tonight? If you do, I have to
Yeah.
peel some and get them on.
Okay, that's what I started to do. You made me.
Oh, I see. You already started the little project. So let's go over to the big stove, and you gonna do the pork chops?
I got the stuff ready. I was just going to say.
Okay, you got the buttermilk in the fire. So let's go over the big stove and watch Mama make the pork chops. Fry them up good and brown the way she likes. And then we're going to take the pork chops out. And I'm going to make my gravy on top of the pork chop in the skillet, the same skillet, okay? So, I know, here comes some movement. I hate it. But I think this might be the way we have to do it to get everything in tonight.
Yeah,
And Mama, don't twirl around like a housefly and knock this over.
I'll try not to. I've got not hardly a cup of flour, and I'm going to put my.
Hold it a second, Mama. This ain't gonna work.
What?
I'm gonna have to. Hold on, folks. Technical difficulties.
Uh-oh.
Wait a second, Mom. I think we'll see nothing you're doing. Alright. Now they can. Alright, Mama, you're on. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm putting my cornstarch in here, 2 tablespoons, or just serving spoons, and I'm just going to mix it. And I'm going to put salt and pepper.
Why the different angle Deborah says. Deborah, you just join us. We're going to cook over here tonight, and because we're pork chops, and they need a good hot skillet, and then I'm going to make gravy, and I'll need it to be good and hot. And I didn't want y'all to miss it, so that's the reason we're over here like this. Mama's forgetting to talk to y'all.
Oh,
Don't get mad at her.
salt and pepper. I'm concentrating.
If you can turn just a little, they can there, Mama.
Oh. And here all I've got in here is just plain buttermilk. And I'm just going to dip one of my tenderloins in the buttermilk.
Pork chop tenderloin. She put cornstarch in there to hold that flour on that pork chop.
And then,
Especially if you're going to put it in gravy. That's going to hold it on there. That's for any kind of meat, any kind of vegetable you want to flour and make a coating on. And you want to shake all the excess off. Could Mama talk a little louder? Thanks.
oh, Lord.
Well, you know what?
She ain't talking at all.
I don't believe she can talk or talk loud. I tell her every time.
I'm just quiet, concentrating. I don't, when somebody's here, if I'm cooking, doing one thing, I don't usually do it, but I'll try to talk.
People say, John, you don't never let Mama talk. I said, she won't.
I talk.
But now she'll talk on the phone.
I talk too much sometimes.
But when she's cooking or working in the garden or doing anything like that, she's concentrating.
I'm concentrating on the subject. I thought that grease was hotter than it is.
Well, you kind of had your skillet a little off the burner. Mama's showing the safety where you don't leave the handle out like that.
Yeah. You put it over on the stove.
That's good.
makes it safer.
Can't hear Mama.
Make it. Mama's not talking. Talk, Johnny, while I'm doing this.
See, folks, what we're dealing with.
Talk to him.
Talk to him. Tell him. Mama just wants a play-by-play. She wants one of them voiceover videos, don't you, Mama?
Yeah, somebody talk besides me.
Hope everyone has a blessed Mother's Day. I do too, Tammy. Mothers are a precious gift. So she's just going to lay those in there. You don't want to crowd it. This is just going to be 4 tenderloin pork chops. This just means no bone. And she's going to put those in there, but not crowd it so the flour don't come off from the pork chops. Happy Mother's Day, Mama, from Sandra.
Well, thank you so much.
She talks a lot at times, Joanne. Yeah, she takes it by spells. If you'll notice, when she's doing anything like this, she don't talk much. If her sister's here, during Thanksgiving, John, can you give the gravy recipe again, please? Not only will I give it again, Debbie, Nola will post it, and I think she's posted it before, so she's probably got it, but we will get it to you. But when they're fixing Thanksgiving, I said, Mama, you ain't talking. I'm busy. I'll talk. And then she'll talk for 30 seconds, and then she gone. Back to her little world of cooking.
Yep. I'm going to turn them down so they won't get...
Since I'm retired, every day is the weekend. Preston, that would be good. That's what I'm looking forward to. Pork chops, yummy. Yeah, we love pork. This is probably Mama's second favorite meal. Is that right, Mama?
Yeah.
Would you say roast is your first favorite?
Yes, I like my roast. I guess pork chops is my best.
Greta, thank you. Did somebody say something about Mama don't sit down? She don't never sit down. And like you said, that's what most East Tennessee mamas are like. Mama's not a rarity. She's pretty well normal on the being a social butterfly, I call her, or a housefly. Just zip, zip, zip.
I have to clean up my mess. I was messy Marvin.
Oh, somebody must have said something hateful. I'll go back and block them. We're just going to block people who have negative comments because we're not about that. So if you want blocked, say something negative and we'll oblige you. Or if you want to, just don't follow us and I won't have to fill with blocking you. That'll save me some time. But all negative comments, I mean, your opinion is fine, but negative comments, I don't have to put them on here, and I'm not going to. So, be kind, or bye-bye. Okay, Mama, those smell delicious already.
Oh, I know it.
How much cornstarch in the flour? About a tablespoon. It says, Happy Mother's Day, Mama. Hey, Jenny, how are you?
Thank you.
Hello there. Supper sounds delicious too. I hope it's going to be the best thing we've had all day. Happy Mother's Day, Mama. Vicky said. Mama, everybody's saying Happy Mother's Day
Well,
to you.
thank you. Happy Mother's Day,
And
everybody.
hey, Brenda, yummy. It is going to be yummy. Hello, sweet folks. It's bacon, gravy, and biscuits here in Bluff City. Linda, you're doing them right. You can't beat bacon and gravy and biscuits. I would rather eat her pork chops than hear her talk while cooking. Happy Mother's Day, Mama. That was sweet. Thank you, Janet. You know, people, we just do what we do, and you can't change. Mama's not used to talking and stuff when she's working. You know, she'll talk to y'all later. There's cornstarch in the flour. Oh, I don't know. I guess there is. I don't know about that.
Some in the...
Looks good. From Knoxville, Tennessee. Hey, Teresa. Pork chops are my favorite. Hey, Bud White. Thanks for watching. Yum. Happy Mother's Day, Mama, Mary said. Was that just cornstarch Mama used? Was it mixed with flour? It's flour. 4 tablespoons of flour and a tablespoon of cornstarch. Is that what she uses? And just to coat it. But the cornstarch helps to hold it on there. Even if the flour's got some in it, it don't have enough to hold on there. Mama, that's just good and brown. Looks delicious, Barbara said. Roast is always good too. Next day, oh yeah, Phil. You can take that roast and do barbecue. You can do all kinds of wonderful things with it. Oh, I can smell it, Dan. I've been wanting smell-o-vision for years. I'm glad you can. Looks so good, Mama. Barbecue chicken and cheese potatoes and Brussels sprouts in South Carolina, Teresa.
Wow.
We had Brussels sprouts the other night, and I ate them for lunch the next day, and they were delicious. Hi, John and Mama. It sounds delicious. Happy Mother's Day. Mama from Barb. Mama, you're getting hundreds of Mother's Day wishes.
I'm glad of that. I love Mother's Day wishes.
It looks good, Mama. A great cook. Mama's a wonderful cook, Teresa. Thank you. Hello from Cajun Country. Hey, Cheryl. How do you make pork chops tender? Mine are always tough. Well, Mary, you may be overcooking them. A lot of people overcook pork. Use a thermometer like this one. This is a digital read thermometer, and it tells you what each thing, and don't overcook it. Mama used to have that habit too. She wanted it cooked really good because, you know, pork has a bad name. If you eat it, you could get something, but you just want to cook it done. You don't want to overcook it. Keep it juicy, keep it tender, and don't be mashing on it when you're cooking it. A lot of people will take a turner and they'll just mash, don't mash that juice out, and then let it rest about 5 minutes before you eat it. All those things will help it. And if none of that works, you can tenderize it with a knife or with a tenderizing mallet. Pork chops are looking so good, Shirley said.
They said 145 for pork chops.
145 is for pork chops, Mama said. Smoked brisket, grilled potatoes, and onions with baked beans. Oh, Carla. Whew. I hope you brought enough for all of us because we're all wanting it now. Looks delicious, Mary said. Thank you for the tips, John. Thank you, Mary. Try those out and see. You can also marinate your pork chops. You can marinate them in a little bit of coffee that you brewed that morning. Or you can put them, I don't know the another marinade, because that's usually what I use if I marinate for pork chops. I always use tenderizer on mine. There's you another one, Angela says. Use tenderizer on them. Let it set a few hours before cooking. Same thing with the coffee. The coffee will just tenderize it. The acid in it. You want to temp on Mama and see where we are?
It is. I've got it turned way down on off almost, but they're trying hard.
They are, but give them a temp test and see where you're at with them.
This one's thick right here.
They may be done because they're good brown.
I had the grease pot to seal that on. No.
Not.
They're 135.
Alright, then do a few more minutes. With the edge of a plate, Marla, I've seen my mama do that a lot. My granny said, take the edge of a saucer or a crock plate, something heavy, you know, you don't want your china, I guess, and tenderize them.
Yeah, I've done that a lot of times.
Mama's got her daddy's meat mallet, and she uses it for tenderizing. And I've got a little silver one. It's got a flat side and a perforated side, just so to perforate the meat. I'm fixing some other pork chops, she says. In the crock, ooh, those are good too. That sounds delicious, Teresa Chitwood.
Wow.
Teresa, I know where you live. If my pork chops don't taste good, I'll come and get one of yours. No problems here. And thank you, Laura. My mother chose roast mashed potatoes, corn, green beans, slaw, roast, and banana pudding. Billy, that may be what my mother chooses. I ordered one of those thermometers like yours because I always overcook the pork. Yes, Deborah. Smart move. Mama's good at judging it. She always has been, but we find that sometimes we would overcook if we didn't have the way of testing it. I am sharing the Copycat gravy recipe right now, Nola says. So Nola will be sharing this recipe with you all. Now that I'm looking at the pork chops, I don't know if I'll use that grease or not, Mama. I may just want the pure recipe because you start out with the butter instead of grease.
And yeah, just put it in a kettle or a little kettle.
Yeah. It sounded good at the time, but I think I may either wash that skillet or start fresh anyway. Now, if I was making milk gravy, I definitely would use that skillet. I love pork chops. Hello, John and Mama. Hey. This is start to finish, folks. I know it's taking a little time, but you gotta let them cook. Mmm. Let me fix this and hold on a second. And we will turn around and I'll just go ahead and start the gravy while those are finishing up, since I have now decided I'm not going to use that skillet. Are they done?
Yeah. You want me just burn them?
No, I can use this other one.
Well, I'm going to turn them off.
Turn them off and let them sit there. Let me move y'all right over here. I know, movement. I don't like it either, folks. I wish there was some way to do it a little differently. So I'm going to leave you at that angle because you can see that burner. Do y'all keep your skillets in the stove? We do. I hope this will be big enough. Can y'all see that? I'm going to post a thing in a little while about the this cookware. It is on sale. They've got two different varieties in Tupperware. This is all Tupperware. And it's on sale for about half price this month. And they've not done that in a while. Alright, let's turn this on. Get our butter. We keep our butter right here all the time. Mama says, because there ain't no butter in there, Mama. That's how we use it. Here's 2 tablespoons. I need 2 more tablespoons. Oh, it'll melt. This will melt quicker, but that'll melt too. Now I'm going to make a roux first. I'm not used to filming this way, but I think y'all can see.
Yeah, I see it good on the camera.
Okay.
Well, I can't get it out. Here you go, hon.
Give me the oven I'll put over here to be put in the butter there. Soften it good. Alright, let's open our butter. Y'all know this already, but butter has a measure on here. So this is 2 tablespoons.
See if that's all right now. I just kicked the leg. I'm dangerous. It's all right.
I mean, you always knock this around a little bit. So that's 2 tablespoons right there. And that's all we need. I'm just going to break it off because it's hard, as you can see. Try to make it in smaller little bits so it'll melt quicker. So that's 2 more tablespoons. So we have our 4 tablespoons of butter in here. I'm going to, excuse me while I reach up here. Onion powder. See how that butter melted? Didn't have no problem. This is 4 tablespoons of flour going right in. You're going to make a roux. You want to stir as you go. You don't want any knots or lumps or We want to stir this roux, get it thickened. Just like that. This makes a good roux, and it's good. It's good gravy. It tastes just like that old favorite y'all like. And this is I'm going to put some butter. I've got the butter. I'm going to put some onion powder. And how much did it tell me to put on my list? Let me check. Hold on a second. Got to refer back to the old recipe here. It says a half a teaspoon of onion powder. When I pour that up, Mama, if you want to put butter in that and put some more water, you said, what'd you say the water content would be?
What?
Of this for the dressing.
Three-fourths cup.
We're browning up. We're browning up. So let's put our teaspoon or half teaspoon of onion powder in there. I'm going to turn this down. It can brown, that's okay. You want it to get a little brown. That's what you do with your roux. This is not breakfast gravy. This is going to be delicious brown gravy. You want it to get like coffee with cream. You want it to thicken a bit. Now, I'm not going to put any salt and pepper in it. If we want salt and pepper in after, we'll add it. But if you know for sure you're going to have it, you can put it in right now. This is our bouillon. This is 2 1/4 cups of water with 2 bouillon cubes, 1 beef and 1 chicken. Pour this slowly and stir as you go. Slowly, stir as you go. When I get to the bottom, I give it a little shake, and I stir so it'll all get all the goodie out of the bottom. So that's good and clean. You can rinse that out and put us some more water. We'll start the stuffing.
3/4 cup is what I did.
3/4 what you said. It called for different, but
I'll go 1
and
1/2.
see, don't that look like the good stuff? Woo! You got a whole skillet full over here. We got a whole skillet full.
Wow, my goodness.
Yeah, you got your money's worth out of this pot, Mama. But I can still stir it a little. That's what we're looking for. Keep it stirred. Keep stirring, keep stirring. There's something about that, keep swimming, keep swimming. That's a line from a movie, I think. As it gets hot, it's going to thicken. It's going to make that beautiful gravy you know so well. I made this one time for a dinner. We had dinner guests. And they asked me did you buy that at KFC? I said, no, I did not. I made that right on that stove. I had to give them the recipe and they had to go home and try it before they would believe that I was telling them the truth. I'm going to drain this grease out of the pork chops because I'm getting ready to pour these over here. So y'all watch that for me. It's on low. It should be all right. But I'm going to drain it right here in this box.
In the garbage.
In the garbage. That was what I didn't want on my pork chops, is the grease. Can you see in there and see if they can see?
Let's see.
This is all new to us too, but well, this is all old. If y'all remember my old videos,
Yeah, I can see it good.
I kept y'all on this big tripod, and we'd try to cook.
You know
over the
what I
stove.
didn't do? Turn that second burner on.
This one
Yeah, that second one over.
for potatoes.
No, right there, yeah.
You got to turn it, Mama.
I know it, but you pushed me out of the way.
I pushed you. Mama, you act awful. I didn't push you. I'm going to push you out of the way over here. Did you put this in the microwave?
No, because I couldn't get to it.
Mama, how come I'm getting blamed for everything you ain't doing? May I ask?
I don't know. It's just I can't get to the microwave.
I can answer the question. It's a habit you have.
I couldn't get to the microwave.
Blame John.
Tell him I can't get to the microwave if he's in front of it.
You didn't tell me to put it in there. I'm going to put that up to 5:30. Probably too much for that little bit, but it's okay.
Did you put onions in it?
Yes, ma'am. Now our gravy is almost thick. Starting to boil, and that's what we want. Let's put it back over here, over top of our pork chops. We don't want to leave any of that flavor behind. No flavor left behind. So now we have our pork chops.
Turn the burner back on because I had it on.
And our gravy. We're going to turn that up and let it cook a little more. Mama, if you'll hand me those mushrooms.
I think you're going to have to tilt your camera just a hair more towards you.
Well, you turn that little arm right there till you see everything you need to see.
Because you're...
I'm draining these mushrooms out. And I'm going to put them right here in one spot.
Ooh, Maggie done it this time.
Well, you're right there in her way, Mama. That's what you said to me. And look, there's her food. Bless its heart. It can't even eat supper. Or drink water. So I'm just going to put the mushrooms right there. Now, you put yours all over. Mama will eat on that side. I'll eat right in there. So we're just going to let that simmer. That's all we have to do. Those are done. Mama's going to get these potatoes done. When that comes out, we'll stir up our stuffing. So what a deal is that? What do y'all think? So now, let's try to do a transfer. Whoo, Hollywood. Teach me some camera skills. I need them. I need to go in for a whole camera lesson. Don't I, Mama?
Yeah, I think it works.
Mama says you need the works. What's the works, Mama? Mama, what'd you do with the tripod? I know you've done one that done it because it was laying right there.
The tripod?
Yes, ma'am.
Was right here.
You moved it though, didn't you? Admit it, Mama. You're the one moved it, didn't you? Did you?
Might have been.
Oh, it could have been, she said.
Might have been.
Tell them something, Mama.
Tell them something.
Yeah.
Well, I wish them all happy Mother's Day. And there's some men out there that has to be daddies and mothers both, and they deserve a special Mother's Day wish too. Because they've got a lot on them and vice versa.
And there's some grandmothers that have to be mothers, and there's some sisters that have to be mothers, and we just got a whole family is who you are and what you make it. It's not an assignment at birth. It's just, this is your family. And you can have different families, and they're all wonderful. As long as you're loved, you're in a good place. All right, Mama, how's it looking over there?
It's looking good. Your celery and stuff's boiling about over.
Okay, we'll turn it open.
It did come over just a hair.
Okay. Well, if you want to, I can put this in a bowl. I didn't get a bowl out. Just get a bowl and I'll stir it up while I'm sitting right here. Did you find the poultry seasoning?
No, but that's hot.
Okay, let's see if you can find a little poultry. Not poetry, poetry. Poultry. Poultry. Chicken and sage. Chicken and sage. Now here's what's inside that bag. It's breadcrumbs. And it's going to go right in here and it's going to be delicious. And it's got some seasoning, but if you want to upscale it just a notch, add your own little seasoning. I got hot over there at that stove. We're going to put a shake of poultry seasoning in it. And Mama's getting us a bowl and we'll be ready to mix. So poultry seasoning going in. How much? A good shake. Right there. A bowl. Mama's looking for the right one. I'm just looking for a one.
That's the lid. You're going to have to microwave it.
Just give me a bowl.
Oh, that's
just any bowl. So I put a good shake of poultry seasoning in there. I can smell it to see. Does it need maybe another shake?
Be all right.
Just a small bowl would be great, Mama. One of them glass ones, one of them. There's not hardly any in here. I mean, you're talking a mighty little drop of dressing here. Half a bag. That's the reason we half-end everything. So that's perfect. Mama, you did so good.
Yeah.
Alright, so let's pour this in here in this little bowl that Mama finally picked out. She's picky about her bowl preferences. Of course, you probably make more than that for your family, but we just don't want the leftovers. So in goes this wonderful celery, onions, and water, butter, and poultry seasoning. Just going to mix all that in together. Just like this. It already smells like homemade dressing. Now don't go out and say I said it tasted like it, because it ain't going to be the same. It's just going to be upscale stovetop because we added a few homemade ingredients in it. And that's going to do just fine like that right there. See how hot that is and how delicious it's going to be. Mama, there ain't no more excuses. I'm out of your way. Now, you see why I don't get her in her way. Because then she says, it's John's fault. Well, it's John's fault.
It was your fault. I couldn't get to the microwave.
I love it. I love it. That's done, folks. Right here on the counter. Done. I'm going to use that as a serving spoon. Would y'all mind that I use that as a serving spoon instead of dirtying up something else? Thank you. These are the best. This was just regular poultry seasoning. And that's all I put in there. And half a bag of this. And this was Great Value brand cornbread stuffing mix. That's what we used. And this whole big bowl here made enough for, I'd say, 4 people. Wouldn't you? I mean, yeah. Will you please check all the burners? What's wrong with them?
Check all the what?
Mama, what's your gravy? It's starting to do it.
I turned it way down.
She's turned it way down. Happy Mother's Day. Hello, Yvonne. Thank you for the stars. You're so sweet. Happy Mother's Day. Early, Mama.
Thank you.
Mother's Day special. The Mother's Day special that I started last night a little early was 20% off if you use Mothers, MOTHERS 23 for the year. Mothers 23, and you get 20% off our whole Etsy page. If you've never been to our Etsy page, you can find our aprons, you can find the chore board, you can find, let me turn over here, you can find the spoons, you can find I've moved some stuff, the cups, all the coffee cups in different colors. You can find these with the America on that side, And you can find them just with this on there. So, and you can find the lemonade. These cups here with the lemonade. These come with Mama's recipe on the inside for her lemonade. So they're already pre-packed in there. So you'll get this little recipe. No, this ain't the recipe. I
took it out.
It had the recipe in this. I guess they'll put the recipe in there. I'll ask Teresa. If not, I'll put the recipe. I'll post the recipe. So everybody will have it, whether you get a cup or not. This is the burgundy one. There's all kinds of them on there. And they do hold your stuff, and they have the slide spill resistant. They're not spill proof. If you turn it up, it would leak out. But it does slide, and you can drink out of it, and it holds your liquids or your tea or whatever you have.
I'm showing the big ones. I have both of those in here.
And here's our spoon, our wooden spoon. John and Mama, let's talk.
Here is the
big lemonade. What?
It's on my toe a little.
Sorry, Mama. Was it on your shoe or your toe?
Well, a little bit on my toe, but mostly on my shoe, but I couldn't move.
Should I call somebody, Mama?
No, we're fine.
It had to be the tip of my shoe because I couldn't feel you underneath there. There wasn't no lump. It wasn't like I had a rock in my shoe, so.
What?
No. Are you okay, Mama?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You want to complain a minute? Would it make you feel better?
No. I would have been hollering if it's on there. No.
Of course you would. Do you speak glad I was sitting down?
I am.
So the potatoes are halfway there?
Well, they might be.
Potatoes.
Remember, somebody forgot to turn around.
That would be you, Mama.
Accidentally, things happen.
That'd be you, Mama.
I know.
It's because I was in your way.
No, then I just forgot. I'll take credit for it.
Y'all heard it here first, folks. She's going to take credit for that one all on her own. Where is the address to order those cups? Glenda, it'll be under here, but it's under almost every video that we do, except for I don't put them on there on Sunday mornings, but it'll say Etsy. It's the Etsy store. And I've got pictures under the post where I videoed last night and told y'all we were going early with it. Did you know I started it last night, Mama?
You weren't supposed to.
I did. I can't never wait.
Showing the...
I can't never wait. That's how come Mama's already got her Mother's Day presents. She said,
I've had 3 or 4 already.
yeah. It's just a week of celebration or a month because she got her fine cattle troughs, 10-foot cattle troughs, almost a month ago. And then she got into the box that arrived, pretending like she didn't.
I'm showing my beautiful Mother's Day flowers right there. That's what I got today. I get something about every day or so.
They are beautiful.
Beautiful, beautiful. The doorbell rang and my niece was here and she said, something, was I expecting somebody? I said, no, I don't know who it could be. And it was them delivering my flowers. It was wonderful.
I'm going to try something. You see this beautiful little hydrangea here? He's perfect. And I'm going to steal him out of here. Mama probably won't mind since it's a back filler. But I'm going to steal him out of here and I'm going to try to root him. And I'll let y'all know how that goes. I've been seeing it on Facebook, how to root them and what to do. And I thought, that's beautiful. I'm going to try to root that one.
It is beautiful. You know, the soil's what changes the colors. The minerals and the acids.
But there it is. Mother's Day bouquet for the weekend. Beautiful, beautiful. Happy Mother's Day, Mama.
Thank you. They're beautiful.
Mama likes cut flowers more than she ever did when we were in the flower shop business, but you know, we've been out a long while, so she's back to liking them. And you all sent her some last year for something. And they were beautiful and they lasted forever. And she just loved them.
Oh,
Let's
I
read
had
our...
several beautiful bunches last year.
Let's read our Copycat KFC brown gravy. And I told you I would. Nola's going to post it. So get your pen and paper. This is really easy. There's not that many ingredients in it at all. And I'm going to, instead of reading it, I'm just going to tell you. So you just take 2 1/4 cups of boiling water and put your bouillon cube beef and a bouillon cube chicken in there. Let it dissolve. That's the whole first part. Then when you get ready to make your roux, you need equal amounts of butter and flour. If you want to do a little more, you can do a little more if you have a bigger family. And you can up this water and this bouillon. You put 2 bouillon, 2 beef. You can double this, but I wouldn't double, everything. So 4 tablespoons of butter is what I started out with.
Sorry.
4 tablespoons of butter. 4 tablespoons of white lily self-rising flour. And you can use plain if you want to. 1/2 teaspoon of onion powder. And I just measured that up in my hand over there. 1/4 teaspoon finely ground black pepper. Now, I didn't put salt or pepper. We'll add that here at the table.
Usually with bouillon cubes, you don't need to add no salt at all.
And it says salt to taste after that. And I said may not need any because of the bouillon. So I put no salt. And I really didn't put any black pepper. You can, but Mama had peppered the pork chops. I knew I was pouring that over. If I was just going to make the gravy and put in a gravy boat, I would probably put a little black pepper in it. But I wouldn't put salt, so I taste it, folks. And all you do is just dissolve your bouillon cubes in that boiling water and then melt your butter in a saucepan, add your flour, stir it up till you make a roux, and then you add your bouillon and water and stir it in. And you have to stir 1 or 2 minutes until it comes thick. And that's it. That's it. It's very simple, very easy, not near as complicated as I thought it would be. And it does taste so good. It's delicious. There's no doubt about it. It's very good. And like I said, there's a rumor that Mama's picky. And she likes it. If Mama likes it, then it's good. Somebody asked me the other day, and I had never noticed it, why did this light up here blinks off and on? That light never has blinked. It's not blinked yet. But see that? That's not blinking off and on. That's this camera. I had never noticed till somebody said, why does that light blink off and on over your head? And Nola said, maybe it was a sensor or something.
What is it? A lot of it is that fan puts a shadow.
No, Mama, come over here. You can see it with everybody else. You see right above that doorway. Now watch this. When I move this camera the least bit, it will, watch it make a light right up us all.
Yeah.
You see that? I don't know how you do it, but you see it's the wall, and it looks like there's a light back there. Well, I go there.
Yeah.
That's not happening, folks, in real world. That's not really happening. And I'll prove it. So I will turn the camera, and it'll go away. You can't be outdone by a light. Yes, you can. See, it's not there. When I hold it up that way, the direction, you hold it down, it looks like it comes back. It's magic. No, it's not. It's just the way this camera picks up that light, according to where I angle it. I never noticed it in all this time till one of y'all said that. And I thought, I looked back at the video and said, oh, it does look like it's blinking off and on, but it really isn't. It's the way that camera shows it in there. Okay. No, he doesn't. No, what don't I do? Why are my videos backwards? Because there's a whole process you have to do to turn it. And I used to know how every once in a while when I would show you something, and then I don't do it, and we really just get started and turn it on and go, and half the time I forget to do it, so I just quit fooling with it, to be honest. Look at there, folks. Now that is that gravy and those pork chops that we've been working on. I'm going to take my fork here and just show you. Look at this. Now, do you recognize it? That it's got a little bit of gravy film on it, where it's been over there stewing.
Let's stop with the pork chop. Here, if you take a spoon.
But do you recognize this gravy? Don't this look like that gravy that you've heard about, seen about, tasted many times? It really is delicious. Now let's taste of it to see about that salt business. And I'll tell you, does it still taste like that gravy? Let's let it cool a minute. I don't want to scald my mouth. Because then I wouldn't be able to talk. And y'all be watching one of them old-fashioned silent films. Don't need salt. Don't put salt. It's got plenty of salt. It's delicious. It's just like what I expect it to be. It's just like what you're going to expect it to be. And you can pick up any meal with this. You can do this with pork chops. Now, we love plain old fried pork chops with the bone in. But this is such a good little treat. Now, maybe your mama don't like mushrooms. Maybe your children don't like mushrooms. Maybe everybody in your family don't like them but you. You see what I did. And these were not fresh mushrooms, and some of y'all will probably say, but I didn't have fresh mushrooms, but I did have that little can. I put them right here. They're going to get the same flavor. This over here is not even affected by that. So that'll be fine. And I'll have a few mushrooms. Mama won't. When we get ready to take them up, we'll put them in 2 containers. We'll put the mushroom gravy part in a separate container. That's green beans we have left over. Those are peanut beans. Mashed potatoes, Mama whipped them up right now, and here's our dressing. Yes, I know this is a starch, and yes, I know that's a starch. But that's just the way it goes.
We're starchy people.
Mama says we're starchy people.
I am.
Mama is.
I don't deny it.
I could go without the mashed potatoes. If I was making this tonight, I'm going to get that darker one, Mama, unless you wanted it. If I was making this, I'd probably just have the pork chop, mushroom gravy, and maybe a little bit of stovetop.
And green beans.
I probably wouldn't have fixed them, Mama. You know me. I might have talked about it, and then I'd have talked myself out of it.
There you go.
But Mama, she got to have that mashed potatoes now.
Yes, sir.
Mama, her roots are in Idaho. I tell her all the time. You love them taters.
I was raised on taters. That's why.
Now see, this is Mama's. No mushrooms about it. That breading. Look how that breading stayed on there. Can you see that? How that breading, it didn't fall off. That little bit of cornstarch made a world of difference.
Oh, that looks good.
Oh, don't it, Mama? Happy Mother's Day, Mama. This is your
Well,
Mother's Day lunch.
Well, thank you.
We're gonna do lunch on Sunday. And I'm gonna fix Mama whatever she wants me to fix. And she'll probably dig in and try to help me. She always does, because
I'm
like
not
the
so
rumor,
lazy anymore.
like the rumor is, she picky.
I don't.
Have you
care.
decided what you might want, Mama? Or do you want to go out? Because people say I don't take you out.
Mother's Day, I don't think I do.
I'll rough it with you if you want to.
We'll just be quiet at home and enjoy that.
We haven't gone out for Mother's Day, Father's Day, birthday. We go out on birthdays, but if it's everybody else is going to be out, we want to be in.
You want some more?
No. If everybody else is going to be out, then we're going to be in, because you go out on Sundays, and some of you fathers have no.
A little bit of those. I don't want nothing.
Because they're green.
Because I just don't want them.
You just don't want them because they're green.
Because they might be purple, and I still wouldn't want them.
It's a vegetable. We all know, Mama. You're amongst friends. You can claim it. It's a vegetable, and you don't want no part of it, right?
No, that's good.
You didn't hear her say, I don't want much of them mashed potatoes, did you? No, you did not.
That's what I was waiting on, mashed potatoes.
Did you get everything you got coming to you, Mama?
I reckon I did, and then some. That's an awful lot of food on this plate.
It is. We may have to count this as a big Sunday dinner. Let's bless our food. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for this wonderful meal. We thank you for nourishing our bodies with it, dear Lord. And we just thank you for blessing us over and over, dear Lord, and waking us up every morning, dear Lord. And we just pray for each and every person that's here tonight, each and every prayer request, those spoken and unspoken, dear Lord. And dear, we pray for this old world we're living in. We pray for your love and your mercy, and just be with each and every person. Watch over us, lead, guide, and direct us. In your name we pray. Amen.
I was wanting you to show them my New All shirt I got on it. It's the prettiest color.
This is the Y'all's
And
sweet
I'll show
tea.
you the back, and you can read it.
Turn around. Let's start in the front. Start in the front.
It says
It
You
says
All.
Y'all, and it's got a palm tree and water. Now turn.
Okay.
Then in the back, it's got established in 2015. That's when they started. It's got the palm trees and the Y'all, and it says walking on sunshine.
Ain't that beautiful?
It is, Mama. It's just like you walking on sunshine. And here it is, folks. It's just like downtown. And it was quick and easy. Y'all were here for the whole thing. And this is y'all's unsweet tea.
Unsweet tea, yeah. I'd love to have it good and sweet.
Mama, you can't eat cornbread dressing, mashed potatoes, gravy with flour, and very few green beans, and sweet
Here's
tea.
one of your friends.
No, that
Yeah,
ain't.
yeah, it is.
Maybe it is.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. I don't know how you got over there. I got all yours out of that little section.
You
over
got the gravy.
I was on the spoon.
Oh.
Mmm.
Very good.
What'd you taste it?
Potatoes and dressing, stuffing.
I'm going to try the stuffing and report in. Let y'all know. Let's try this with a little bit of onion and celery and poultry seasoning and butter added to it. Now, it doesn't taste like Mama's homemade dressing. It don't taste like my homemade dressing. But it don't taste like box stuffing either. Does it, Mama?
Mm-mm.
It's got a good flavor to it. It's got a good homemade quality to it.
I told you not to give me many of them beans.
She's choking to death on the bean.
I'm worse than any kid.
Everybody's got a picky eater in the family. The gravy's good. My mushrooms are good. It's all delicious. Folks, we're going to go and let y'all go. You have put up with us enough tonight. Both of us trying to cook over there usually ends up in a scrap and a fight. Mama says, "You're in my way. Would you just move?" Honest. That's what she normally says.
I was nice.
Well, you had company. If I'd been over there and cooking and you'd been over there and they hadn't been here to watch you, would you not have said, would you just go sit down and leave me up to this?
I would have said, I can't put this in this microwave if you don't move out of the way. But I was nice.
She's nice.
Yeah. Semi-nice. Pork chops are good.
They're good, aren't they? What about the gravy? What's it taste like?
Oh, it tastes like imitation.
KFC. And that's your favorite gravy, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Mm. Folks, this is a winner pork chop dinner. So you all try this. Try that gravy. It's super simple. Don't be afraid of it. The key is the beef and the chicken bouillon, or if you want to use better than bouillon, it's delicious. It's just absolutely delicious.
Don't add no salt.
Don't add no salt if you use bouillon. Looks great. Have a good night, you too, Sarah. Folks, we're going to go. And you all have a happy Mother's Day weekend. We, Lord willing, will see you tomorrow. And we'll decide maybe tomorrow or the next day what we're going to cook. I'll have to get some stuff together probably. But anyhow, that's all. And we're going to say good night. Say good night, Mama.
Good night, Mama, and God bless you all. Have a wonderful night, day tomorrow, whole weekend of Mother's Day. Spend all the time you can with your mother, because there'll come a time that you can't. So please remember all mothers this Mother's Day weekend.
And all people who are like a mama, too. Y'all have a blessed night. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.